Ouellette and Culligan. Ben McCaskill now has a lot of open ice in front of him. Makes a bad pass. Piskacek stepped in front of it. And now Pridham will just touch that off for McMillan. Here he comes. Logan McMillan to the front of the goal. He gets it back almost. And they score. That puck sitting on the goal line. It ended up in behind Waugh. Mooseheads get a good bounce. It's 1-0.
McMillan takes it in over the line, throws it on the net. It goes off Lamontagne's stick and in off of Waugh. So McMillan will get credit for that goal after a nice little pass out by Pridham. After Mayer intercepted the pass from Ben McCaskill. Tried to get in, however.
Toward the corner. Andrew White now takes a good hit from Clendenning. And that will come away to Haddad, but a good shift by that unit for the Mooseheads. Knotek looking very good that time around.
Looks like he's showing no ill effects from that flu that's rolling around Nova Scotia, but good scoring chance. Controlling everything along the sideboards. Halifax have to use their speed like that. And Andrew White, there's not many quicker than him.
Chance here. The Moose in the middle of a change. Chris Culligan right in. He shoots. He scores. What a beauty. Great head fake by Culligan. And his tremendous play in this series continues. The Eagles have tied it at 1.
Want the inside scoop on player movements, injury?
Look who's over to his left, or to his right, sorry, but Dean Ouellette. And I think Yetman may have been thinking that. Culligan makes the move and goes upstairs. No chance for Yetman, who, and I would have thought too, the pass was going over, but good smart play with Ouellette on the backhand. And this all took place just inside the red line after Culligan's able to pick the puck up.
Turning with it. Voracek is there, and Ouellette. They overskated. Here's a chance. Voracek, what a stop by Olivier Waugh. Pridham found Voracek. And how did Waugh make that save?
And here's just a turnover as it looked like Ouellette was going to take it up the ice. Defenseman Mayer overskates it. What a save on the left pad as Pridham throws it over to Voracek. He just tries the one-timer. And it was just a great save by the young goaltender for the Eagles. Throws the left leg out. Voracek had a little bit more time than he realized. I think he
move it down low toward the front of the goal. That'll take a bounce off the boards, and Corsi is back for it. Voracek. Marchand down to Hillier. He comes out the shot. He scores. Ryan Hillier finds the range, and it's 2-1 Halifax.
Nice work along the top of the area by Voracek. Back to Marchand, down to Hillier. He outweights Waugh. Waugh's down, he goes up, gives the 5-hole to Ryan Hillier. Here's a great look at it. Great pass by Pierre Marchand. And it was not 5-hole, it was just inside the far post as Ryan Hillier, with an outstanding goal, makes it.
Looks to a referee. And Ouellette will dish to Culligan as he tried to go back to Brodeur. Hillier turning quickly. He gives it up to Marchand. Here he comes. Moves to the middle, to the backhand. And Waugh has the answer. And he's shaken up again.
Probably still hurting a little bit from the hit from Piskacek, but what an outstanding save by Olivier Waugh. There, Brad Marchand, after a turnover, takes the pass from Ryan Hillier, makes a nice move on Bro Pokapets. Goes in, backhand, into the glove. And he is so hard to stop. You don't know what he's going to do. Forward, sideways, he might even go backwards, but he's so quick.
He pulls off a lot of moves that a lot of guys won't even try, maybe in practice, but he has that kind of confidence. It doesn't always work. Haddad from way out the shot. Stopped by Yetman. He was able to get down and see that. Here comes Marchand as he blows it over the line, makes that move again, this time to the backhand, and it's just poke line. Hillier scores on the rebound. Great hands by Hillier. It's 3-1 Halifax.
Hillier comes in and picks up the rebound from Brad Marchand, makes a move on Prokopets, throws it on the net. Great save. But nobody picks up the trailer. Ryan Hillier, with his second of the game, puts it in and makes it 3-1.
You know, Paul, it's 1 year ago today that Hillier scored in overtime of Game 4 against Lewiston in the second round. That's the only game Lewiston lost last year, and Hillier has 2 goals tonight. Corsi and Marchand picking up assists and a 14 mark of the first period. Culligan unassisted. In this low-scoring affair, Brodeur around for Prokopets toward the front. And that puck bouncing in the slot. Nice behind the back speed. They score! And they've drawn it to 3-2. Let's throw it to the front. 3:07 to go. And it's 3-2 Halifax.
Prokopets throws it on the net. It's tipped by Culligan. Nice little play by Slaney. Over to Ouellette. Doesn't get everything on it. May have gone off Culligan. May not have. May have gone off the Moose defense. We'll wait and see. Here's a great look at it. Flutter shot. And it may not count if they deem that Chris Culligan kicked that one in.
Yeah, the play is under review. A familiar refrain in this series. And it was knocked away by him by Prokopets. Mooseheads will move it in. Puck at the side of the goal. White trying to jam it. Here's a chance. What a stop by Olivier Roy on P.J. Corsi. This kid is incredible.
What a save that was. He threw out the big glove. After a turnover, White throws it up to Corsi. And there's a shot. What a save. He came up with the glove and made probably, if they come back and score, oh, if they come back and tie this up.
Around the boards. Moose with a chance to get it out. They will. With 30 seconds to go, Colby Pridham into an empty net. And that is blown dead with 19 seconds to go. So Jordan Clendenning probably looking at his last shift. All 3 20-year-olds are on the ice, as you would expect. Class move by Pascal Vincent to get his guys out there. That is one of the heart and soul players in the league, Dean Ouellette. Bo Prokopets, just a force behind the blue line all season long. And Jordan Clendenning, the October acquisition. Look at Ouellette and Culligan having a word back at the blue line as they announce Pridham's goal.
And, you know, to have somebody like Colby Pridham score that goal, we've talked about him numerous times all year about how smart he is. He's suffered through. And starting the year, I don't think anybody would have thought that we would come through in the playoff series between Halifax and Cape Breton. And, well, we did. And it was only in 5 games. But what an outstanding run Cape Breton had this year. Coach of the year, rookie of the year, Scholastic player of the year. You know, success in every sense of the word for Cape Breton.
And they'll be back. They have a young team. And look, you said it, only 5 games, but what a 5 games it was. The overtime and yeah, the other ones, you know, 2 overtime games. But tonight, again, if you came to this, if you watched this live, you got your money's worth for this series.
Absolutely, you did. And, you know, give Halifax a lot of credit. A lot of people didn't know what to expect. Didn't know what to expect all year. They addressed a few. They want to address some problems. They did. They learned. They came out of their zone as a team. The team defense, the forwards come up. Team defense is #1 with this team. Everybody bought into it. Bradchuk tonight, 4 or 5 huge defensive plays. And that's what they had to do. If they didn't do that, you know, they were going to have a hard go in the playoffs. But they addressed those 2 problems, and they've won the first 2 rounds.
And a big reason why right there, Mark Yetman, they just cleared up all that. That puck that went in at the buzzer actually went in after the time expired. It didn't matter anyway, so a 4-2 finish. What about Mark Yetman, though? I mean, you look at the Mooseheads and you think Voracek and Hillier and Marchand, obviously, but Mark Yetman answered a big question. I know they're only 2 rounds in, but he has been tremendous through the first 2 series.
There's no doubt about that, Dan. Of course, he waited and bided his time. He got out there, and he did the job tail end of the regular season, one of #1 jobs, and he's just been outstanding. He's made a lot of huge saves. He's very calm in that net.
Real celebratory atmosphere here at the Metro Center as the teams shake hands. And, you know, there's a lot of, it's a tight circle in junior hockey. You've either played with a guy before in midget or maybe in junior. You might have gone to a camp with him, and this is a great rivalry. But, you know, this wasn't a greasy series at any point. I think there's a good, healthy respect between the 2 sides, and they came together for, as we said, 5 games, but it seemed like a 7-game series. I know that 2002 was great, and